What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. In this box, I have the Phantom GX2 in AG, which I am really excited for, and I want to explain why in this video. Let's get these boots unboxed straight away. You've got a basic silver Nike box. These have the Nike logo delivered from the future in a cardboard box. Very, very standard here. Nike logo, the swoosh, and then of course you've got your sizing. These are in the same size 9 US that I did in the original FG model, which I actually have behind me in my boot wall. These are the Phantom GX2 ELT LV8, which is Elite Elevate AG Pro. I don't know what this naming structure is very weird from the Nike brand. They're usually not that bad with Nike with their naming structure, but here we go. So this pair of boots is thanks to Cleats AU, who is an awesome dealer out of Australia. She is absolutely wonderful. So Cleats AU, thank you for your purchase. We really hope you enjoy the boots and looking forward to doing business again in the future. And yeah, so Annabelle, shout out. Use that QR code. Go grab yourself a pair of boots. Annabelle is awesome. She's been super, super cool and gracious to get me these super quickly. So as soon as they came out, she was like, yo, do you want a pair? And I was like, yes, please. So here we go. Unboxing. Nice. So these are the exact same. Oh God, the silo looks so much better without the Cyclone 360 plate. Goodness. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the review is over. Get the AG plate. See you later. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But for real, get the AG plate. So these are, of course, the AG model, which we'll talk about in a second. Let's get these unboxed though. I rate this colorway. I think it looks kind of funky and kind of cool. Maybe not the best launch colorway on the entire, history of Nike launch colorways, but yeah, I don't actually think it's that bad. So let's get this out of the way. There you go. You've got the AG plate, artificial grass plate logoing there. And then this little thing, this little piece says, artificial grass plate for optimal traction, provides optimal traction with secondary perimeter studs, extra cushioning. Hollow studs guarantee the extra cushioning demands for harder surfaces. And then an extra flex groove, which is added flex grooves make directional changes easier, delivering increased agility for a faster game. And at the bottom, a unique traction system gives you the advantage of playing without fear on artificial pitches. Yeah, so cool. There you go. Nice bit of marketing jargon, if you will. You do get a string bag, which I have 3 of now. So there you go. Phantom GX/Luna, because they are the exact same. Actually, I'll keep that out of the box. Okay, here we go. Let's get this out of the way. We'll throw this bad boy down there. And there you go. So GX2 AG. Now, quick rundown of tech features. This is an updated grip knit upper with the grip elements or patterns, these sort of raised textured patterns from the Phantom Luna that came over, which of course is the same as the Luna 2, which is just this boot with the collar as well. Grip knit upper is now a combination of the grip knit, the fly knit, and the synthetic coating, which you get over the top, which creates sort of a really nice grippy sensation all over. In my test video, you guys can basically hear me talk about the way that they've improved this upper because it is a one piece now. So objectively, in my opinion, the touch on the ball is more natural. It is more barefoot feeling than the first generation. And I rate this upper. I think this upper is absolutely awesome. Do I think it's better than GX1? I need a little bit more time to test and stuff, but I reckon this is going to go down, especially the AG model is going to be awesome. This is going to be super, super cool. It also fits wider foot types better, like out of the box, which is great. And that's a huge thing for me as well. I still fit in the GX1 really well, but this GX2 is absolutely fantastic. So you've got the same perforated suede heel liner, which is a blessing because the heel liner in the GX1 was unbelievable, very comfortable. I love this one as well. Testing the GX1 or GX2, excuse me, has been absolutely awesome as well. And then from the standpoint of any more updates they've made, basically it was the Cyclone 360 on the FG model. This, of course, is the AG plate, which, funny enough, behind me on the boot wall, where are they? Okay, here. Yeah, if you can see them, I think you can see them. Yeah, these are the custom pair of Phantom GX1 Elites that I used for my championship season with Flower City Union. I wore these basically I wore them every game from like the first probably the last 2/3 of the season, I wore these every single game. So there you go. So you get a little preview of what those look like, all black with the Phantom logoing here. And oh, what do you know? AG plate, same. So AG plate comes over from GX1, which is awesome. I think this sole plate does a really nice job of being balanced. It feels great underfoot. It's got a good amount of traction for AG surfaces without feeling like it inhibits your movement in any sort of way, and it holds up really well. I mean, I've worn these on AG, I've worn these on FG, and they have held up so well. That's one thing that I think the GX1 and hopefully the GX2 will be the same, but GX1 was awesome. I mean, I absolutely trashed these boots. Like, I wore them all the time. Tiny, I mean, minute sole separation there, but overall just a really nice product. So I'll leave that over on the side. But yeah, so same AG plate that you get from the AG model. In my opinion, this is a great move by Nike, and I wish they would have pulled an Adidas and just used previous generation sole plates. I know they used a previous generation sole plate in the Cyclone 360, but Nike has to admit at some point that technology was just kind of shite. It's not very good. The sole plate's not very good. It's not very responsive. Sure, it gives you rotational energy return or rotational ability like in a lab, but in real type testing, trust me, it is not the same. This is way better on AG and FG surfaces for rotational energy than the Cyclone 360. Period, end of story. In real life testing, it's not even close. I wish they would have gone with something on the FG model like the Hypervenom 3 sole plate. The Phantom Venom sole plate was even better, I think. That's awesome as well. Hypervenom 3 sole plate's obviously my favorite, but I'm biased. But yeah, as far as an AG plate goes, these are really good, and I have actually zero complaints about the fact that these are the AG plate for this particular model. I also think you should try to buy, even if you don't like the colorway, buy these when you can, because they are going to sell out because no one loves the Cyclone 360 plate. In fact, I think no one even likes it. I don't mind it on FG surfaces, but I'd rather wear this any day of the week just because of how it feels underfoot. So that's what it is. That's the AG model. Let's go test these out in the backyard for the on-feet portion of the video. They're going to be the same feeling as the FG model, which, oh, there you go. It's right there. That I keep right there as I sort of swap in and out for testing and stuff, just to keep the background fresh, you know? It's going to be the same fit and feel, but I'm really interested to know kind of the way that it balances on feet, because this sole plate is slightly wider, I believe, than Cyclone 360. Well, in fact, let's just do this right now. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, quite used already, because I really like this pair. Okay, maybe they are about the same, but if you look at height of the studs, very significant difference. Maybe if I do that, yeah. So very significant difference there for the height of the studs. I very much prefer something a little mellower, but again, if you're somebody who plays on FG most of the time, then this will probably be fine, but it's just a little too aggressive, I think, for me. So I'm really excited. Let's go out, and maybe I'll actually try one on each foot and see kind of what that feels like and what the underfoot feel is on an AG surface like I have in the back. And then, of course, we'll get on field and do some proper testing of this football boot, especially on the AG, which will be super fun. Let's hop into it. All right, fam, out here in my backyard on the turf now, we do have the AG GX2. And I cannot wait to try this upper with this sole plate. So let's get straight into it. There you go. So there's that AG plate. You've got the softness and just absolutely stunning flexibility of this grip knit upper, and let's jump straight into it. So I am wearing some grip socks from WeFoot. They are a grip sock company that I absolutely love. Oh my days. Yes. Okay, the review is over. Get the AG plate, not the FG plate. Thank you very much. Have a good day. So, for real, yeah, WeFoot grip socks, by the way, you can get 20% off with my discount code NOAH20. They are a grip sock company that I reached out to separately, and they're awesome. So yeah, wow, these fit fantastically well. Per the So the upper is the same, obviously, as the FG model, so no surprises there. It fits really well. It's gonna fit wider foot shapes quite a bit better than I think the previous generation did. A little more volume in the toe box area. Sizing is true to size with the 9 US, which is great. And yeah, fit, length, width, super, super good, super good. Definitely more volume than that previous generation. So there you go. And already, I know this is not playing turf, this isn't like football turf, but this sole plate on this AG in my backyard is absolutely fantastic. It feels so much more balanced, so much more just like, it's like, hey, go and enjoy whatever pitch you want with a really neutral sole plate that does a nice job underfoot of giving you balance side to side, gives you good amount of pivot power side to side, and just does a nice job of giving you that, honestly, pretty barefoot feeling underneath your foot, which is really nice. So there's the boots on feet. They look absolutely sensational. I love, maybe I don't love it, but I really like this colorway. I do think this colorway is kind of cool. It's growing on me quite a bit. And I think with like an all white kit or an all black kit, it would look super dope. So yeah, GX2 just in general fits really, really nicely. This one-piece upper feels fantastic on feet. Zero complaints when it comes to comfort, hot spots, any sort of like lockdown issues. Really, really nice. And the addition of this AG sole plate, mwah, absolutely fantastic. If you aren't following me on Instagram, at Noah.Cavanaugh, because I actually just got a pair of Nike ID Phantom Lunas. For Nike members, they just put up the Phantom Luna on their website. So I actually just did an ID pair of the Lunas with an AG plate, and they are sick. I'll probably post a couple pictures of them on my story over the next couple weeks because they just look so good. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm a huge fan of this football boot. Phantoms in general have always been like my go-to boots. Hypervenom Phantom 3 obviously being my favorite of all time, but GX I wore all year last year in 2022 and 23. These will be a mainstay in my rotation as well, just because of the way that they fit. They just have this like ergonomic shape for my foot type, which is really, really nice. So touch on the ball for GX2 is fantastic. It's pretty barefoot feeling, honestly, for a knit material. I would say it's about on par with the Hypoknit uppers as far as like the closeness you feel to the ball. The Hypoknit uppers are probably a little bit more flexible and comfortable straight out of the box, but once you break the GX2 in, it does feel really nice, and that's just from the experience I've had with the FG pair so far. They both break in really, really well. Obviously, Hypoknit is like excessively comfortable. Like I don't know what they've done to that upper, but it's like so stupid crazy comfortable. Whereas this fits the shape of my foot really well, so they're kind of naturally already pretty comfy, but I really like the way that this AG plate works with just with the upper. I think it's way more balanced. It feels way better underfoot. No hot spots, no weird like at certain angles, you know, you can feel certain studs. No, this AG plate is like so nice on feet, which is awesome. Really, really good from the Nike brand. I'm glad they kept this sole plate around despite keeping, it's like a balance. It's like you kept around this really good plate, but then I don't know, whatever. Point being, if you play on SG surfaces and FG and some AG, like if you play on all three, I would get an SG pair and I would get an AG pair, and I would use the AG on the FG. That's what I would do. So I am going to be wearing these way more than the FG pair. I'll do a 1 month review kind of on both of them probably. In fact, I might combine them because it's the same upper, it's just like different sole plates and stuff. Or maybe I'll do separate because you might want to see like durability issues. Well, I'll talk about whatever, it doesn't matter. 1 month review will come out obviously with these ones, but it's just I want to make sure I really test these on AG to see if the durability stands up, given that it is technically based on an FG model. So we'll kind of see how we go, but I love the sole plate. It feels very natural on feet to me because this is what I wore all of last year, the AG plate on my custom GXs, like you saw earlier in the video. But underfoot feel feels awesome, super balanced and neutral, no issues. Yeah, it could be a little bit more responsive, but at the end of the day, I don't really mind because my feet, I do a lot of exercises for my feet, which I think I would recommend for everybody as well at home to do, just to keep your feet really strong and healthy while you're wearing football boots and kind of cramming your feet into boots. That way you can get a little bit more spring back and stuff when you're playing as well. So no issues there. My only complaint, again, with this boot in general would literally just be, could you give us a little bit more structure to that sole plate, as we are, you know, on AG mostly with this one. But other than that, the fit and feel is fantastic. Would I change anything about the upper? Probably not, although I will say, like, it doesn't affect performance. They did this on the New Balance Furon V7 as well, but there's this little, like, I don't know why this exists. Like, they could just kind of do that and the material would just, it would feel the same. So I don't know why they did this. Maybe it's just like the sensation of striking a ball feels more natural. I have no idea, but that's what it is. That's really the only thing I would change. Everything else about this boot is pretty spot on, I gotta admit. So I'm just gonna take it for what it is, enjoy it, test it, let you guys know my feedback, and hopefully give you guys an informed decision on whether you should buy one too. So very, very awesome. I'm picking AG plate over FG plate 100% of the time, no matter what, even if I'm playing on wet natural grass pitches, I'd still rather wear these than the FG plate. So that's just my preference. It's up to you. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys decide to pick. And of course, if you have any other questions, leave them down below as well. If you guys got value from this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Huge thanks again to Cleats AU for getting these to me so quickly. I know they just released, so yeah. So she was able to get them to me super fast, and go follow her on Instagram. She's got tons of good stock all the time, and definitely keep that going. So thank you very much, Cleats AU, and we'll go from there. As always, be awesome. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.